With what Dryden Hunt said after the game the other night, where he felt like it was a must-win for their mental aspect of where you guys were. What does that tell you about, I guess, the focus on where this team is right now at this point of the grind of an 82 season?
Yeah, no, we go in every game and you want to win every game, and I think they were really disappointed with the performance we put forward in the 2 games prior to that. So, must-win meaning that type of must-win, not
Right.
in the standings or nothing like that, but must-win because we didn't play real good hockey in those 2 games, and we didn't play the way we have to do to, keep moving forward. So that's what I think he meant by must-win.
And it stayed that now you guys still have not dropped 3 in a row since very early in November. A couple of 2 games in a row there have happened, but what does that tell you about where your group is as well? The fact that they were able to respond, even like in that game the other night, down 2-0 quick.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be tough. I mean, before that road trip started, it was 4 games against 4 pretty good hockey teams. And, there's not many bad teams in the NHL anymore, but there was 4 games that were going to be very competitive games and, big physical teams that play good hockey. And at the end of it, they come out 2-2. Are you satisfied? You're never satisfied, but overall, you look at it back at it now and say, I'll take the 2 out of 4 on that road trip. But what we didn't like is the way we played in the middle 2 games, and that was definitely a concern for our group. And we would have come out in the Dallas game and we got behind 2-0 in the first early. That would have been another game like the prior 2. Would have been real tough coming back here tonight, and then you feel some pressure. And that's what I think the Hunty was talking about, and I agree with his assessment. It was an important game, and it was an important game for our team, not for 3 or 4 individuals. It was an important game for our team to play the way they played.
As a coach, how do you handle this time of year? You got a team in good playoff position, but now you're right in the grind where the playoffs are kind of out there, but you still got another month and a half.
Nothing changes for me. We're going to prepare them 1 game at a time and try and win every hockey game you play. So standings doesn't change the way we're going to look at things. We just keep playing our game and try and get a win tomorrow night.
Was that one of the better games you've seen from bottom 6 or bottom 5, depending on who you run?
Yeah. From the whole group, honestly, I was real happy after the game because I think everybody responded, and definitely the bottom guys in the line hit some success. They scored some goals and they played real good hockey. But I was happy with the whole group. It really was.
And how important is that to get a game like that? Because you can talk all you want about it. We need this. We need. But now you can show them something.
Yeah, no, 100%. 100%, especially for the younger guys. You show some of those clips and winning those one-on-one battles and the little stuff that it takes to win hockey games and compete for those hockey games. It's real important.
When you say going forward, getting back to playing your game, is there something you want to see more of as you?
I'll take the last game just the way it was. Like I said, if our players play that way and compete that hard, we'll win a lot of hockey games. And Dallas is a good hockey team. I mean, they've been on a pretty good roll lately, and the way they play a tight game, and I think we forced them into a lot of mistakes as we were working real hard as a group, and that's what I liked about my team.
When you're talking about the bottom 6 guys, one guy who it seems that you really like to rely on, and every time he's available, put him in, is McKay. Yeah. What has he done that's earned your trust so much this season?
You know what? Keger's hockey IQ, kills penalties. He's smart. He's on the right side of the puck a lot. His experience is real good for our team, and I've had him before in Florida. I know the player, and I know the character of him, and I know the guys in the locker room love this guy, so he's a real key guy for us.
I just wanted to ask, just now that we're back home, Rooney, Kakko, either one of those guys getting close to skating?
They're doing their rehab. They're still week to week, so it's not going to be this week for sure. That's all I.
So at least another week for both those guys?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you approach this week? It's like, so the deadline is 1 week away from today, and you're the coach, but are you having conversations with Chris pick up on what you believe the team could need, if you could go out and do
No, not really. I mean, this is my first year with Chris at this time of the year, and obviously we talked about individual players, what possibly could happen, but it hasn't been a lot, honestly. Chris wants me to coach my team. The guys I got here just go, that's all I'm going to do, and that's my job. And again, if he asks me about some players that I know, then, I'll definitely give him the feedback, but there's not a whole lot of conversation.
Any thoughts on facing another heavy team and challenge?
I can't hear you.
Facing another heavy team on tomorrow, another heavy team.
Anaheim, no. I mean, they're a young team, a lot like us. They got a lot of young players there that are good hockey, high-end players, and they compete hard and they're playing hard. right now they're battling for their playoff lives. They had a good start to the season, and they're working hard and competing hard, so it should be a good game. I like their team. They're going in the right direction. Dallas has done a real good job with them.
We see so much of the physical and what these guys can do on the ice and, you know, whatnot. What do you make of the team from a mental standpoint? Where are you?
Our team?
Yeah, like do you believe that they're as mentally tough as you think they should be? Are they there? Or?
No, like I said, to a couple of games, I don't think we were there last week, but for the most part, we've been there, and I like our leadership. I like our team. I like our group, and we've battled through some injuries to some key guys, not high-end talent guys, but some key guys that do things. And, you know, like we talked about Kegger, he comes back in and plays a big role in our game the other night and, you know, shows some character. You know, Rooney and Capo, they're good hockey players too, so. But it gives other guys a chance to step up, and they did that the other night. You know, Johnny Brzezinski went in there and played some good hockey for us and killed some penalties. So it gives the other guys opportunities, and like you said, the closer we get back to getting our people, it's, you know, it's good for our club.